Hey guys, my name's Gordon, intern at the DSC at UCI, and today we're going to be talking about person-first language, identity-first language, and why I use both. So person-first language is the idea that people with disabilities are people who just happen to have disabilities. This can include people with schizophrenia, people with autism, or any other disability. The main idea is just to focus on the person instead of the disability, and this is because it's easy to overlook the person and just focus on the disability and get caught up with the labels and things like that. But really, they're still people who have the same goals. They might want friends or to go to college or to have a job or anything that other people without disabilities want, but they just have different ways of doing the things that they want and different technology. But ultimately, that's why we use person-first language, just to change the way that we talk about it and hopefully change the way that we think about disability. Then there's identity-first language, which is more of a way of thinking where we think about the disability as an identity, and if it's an identity, then it's okay to put it before the person in a way, and the same way we would any other description, like being tall or being short. So you just say, I'm a blind person, and the blind community. And so when I was at training at the Louisiana Center for the Blind, the motto was, together we are changing what it means to be blind. And this is kind of reflected in the way that we focused on training and skills so that we could still do the same things as everyone else. But there's more of a focus on like community and advocacy. And so if we're changing what it means to be blind, then it's okay to use identity first language, as like saying a blind person just means it would be the same as any other characteristic of who you are. So by combining, I tend to combine both of these ideas because they both have interesting things to offer, whether it's person first or identity first language. So I might say people with disabilities, or that I'm a blind person. It really depends on who I'm talking to. But maybe some blind people still prefer person first language, like saying I'm a person who's blind, and that's fine. So maybe I might just use person first language with them. So as you can see, it just really depends on the context and who I'm talking to, whether I'm going to use person first or identity first language. So you should always ask the people how they want to talk about their disability, and maybe they haven't heard of person first or identity first language, but they'll usually have some kind of preference about how they talk about disability. And as long as they're being respectful, then just use the same terms that they're using. And so that's basically why I use person first and identity first language. I hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the DSC YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys next time.